Hi, I'm Chris from Airwindows, and I have a new plugin which people have been asking about a little bit. I put out Slew as almost one of my first plugins, and a number of people chimed in and said, what about Slew2? Because I'm using that as a de-esser. What I should do is demonstrate it. Here's a little bit of music, and this is Slew up here. You can hear I've got some high percussion going on, and you can see on span what's going on there. Notice when I turn up Slew, it starts to step on the highs. And then if I turn it way, way up, it'll step on the highs even harder. Now I don't have S's in this recording, but point being, this is another high frequency controller. And you can plainly hear what it's doing. It's a pretty effective DS, but I can show you more about it just using a sample generator, a test oscillator. This is just white noise, and I can show you what Slew does, or Slew2 I should say, by cranking it up, and you'll start to see it's able to flatten out the white noise. Now this is somewhat gain sensitive. As you can see, it's not doing anything to the white noise there, but as I put it back up to the 12 dB, and I've got a pad on here so that it doesn't hurt your head, or even higher than that, you'll start to see a really noticeable difference. This is not simply an EQ. And then if I drop it back to 12 dB, you can see we've got a bit of a special behavior here. See how there was a cut in there? Check this out. Look at what's happening right around the Nyquist frequency. This is a rather special little tool here. The original Slew does not do this, not even close. It's actually kind of a side effect of stuff that I was doing, trying to learn how to do anti-aliasing and fight aliasing in plugins. And that, combined with the way the Slew algorithm works, produced this very unusual effect where you can turn it right down, but if you've got the clamping cranked all the way up, it's just always going to whack the super highs down to virtually nothing. There's almost nothing up around Nyquist at all. And then if you push it really loud, there's still almost nothing around Nyquist at all. So what you've got is, with no Slew2 clamping, it's going to let the highs through perfectly fine. With partial Slew2 clamping, it's going to hit a threshold point where it will start flattening it. And as you can see, that at around 0.5-ish, the threshold point is about 24 dB or so down. And then the harder you push it, the more it will grab that point. Even if you distort it like this, it's going to refuse to let the super highest go any louder. And then if you have it all the way cranked all the way up, you just have total and complete clamping. So that's Slew2 for you. Actually, I'm not sure why I was playing that, just to have something to talk over. That is Slew2 for you. I hope that it will come in handy. I have released it as audio unit and as VSD for PC and Mac. All of this is supported by my Patreon, which I've been doing stuff for a couple of months now. I'm going to continue because if you look at my website, you can see that I'm always doing plugins and stuff. Most recent thing that I did was a collection of drum samples that I spent a lot of time getting together and organizing. And those are patron-only rewards because they're samples. The way I want to do this, all of the software is free for everybody to have. And I'm just trying to build a good toolkit for musicians and producers who don't necessarily have a lot of money to throw on software. Using these types of tools, including Slew2 with that very unusual behavior, if you know what you're doing, you should be able to get a result that will rival anybody's plugins anywhere. And I really hope you like them.